Network.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. It's high school game day here on the Missouri Sports Network, presented by Lyuna at Labor's Local 663, who remind us to drive safely in all work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. And by Great Southern Bank with more than 600 locations in 100 states. I'm sorry, with more than 100 locations in 6 states. I'll get that right. I've only said it 45,000 times. Anyway, Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. We're continuing our trip around the state for the state championship. So we welcome in Rebels, Central Park Hills Rebels head coach, Kory Schweiss. Coach, thanks so much for your time today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
Coach, we visited earlier in the season, and you kind of went through a little injury bug there, lost 3 in a row, and got the ship righted. And you've kind of been unstoppable since then. Kind of talk about getting those guys back and what that's meant to your team.
Well, we knew going into this season that we had a pretty good shot at this thing. We thought we were probably the second best team in the state last year in Class 3. We gave Cardinal Ritter all they wanted in the quarterfinals. And we had a lot of those guys coming back. So we felt good about it. Obviously, started out the season pretty well. And then, it's just like all the injuries hit us at once. And we lost our all-state quarterback, lost probably our all-state receiver. We had to move Job, who's our other all-state guy, to a different position to kind of fill the void, and missing some offensive linemen at the same time. So we were banged up pretty good, and it just so happened it coincided with the toughest part of our schedule with Valley Catholic and Cape Central, who obviously Valley Catholic's playing in the Class 2 championship, and Cape Central was in the Final Four in Class 5. So we ended up losing those 2 ball games, and St. John was sandwiched in between, and we had another crack at them because they were in our district. So, tough part of our schedule. We kind of got through it, not with any wins, but we did battle a lot of adversity, and I think we come out better because of it. And I think our kids understand that everything happens for a reason. We preach that all the time around here. So I think we're in a better spot now than we would have been if we would be, 12, 13 and 0.
Yeah, you lose some of those kids, and other kids are kind of forced to step up. Well, now they've got some valuable experience here as you head into the postseason. That's got to be worth something.
That's exactly right. We found some guys due to those injuries that I don't know if we had they played in the JV games and stuff, and it's just different playing on Fridays. And we found a couple kids that can help us, and that's been a big help down the stretch run. So, and our kids, they were a confident bunch, and I think it kind of humbled them a little bit to know that we could get beat like that, because our kids around here play multiple sports and they're not used to losing very often. So that was a humbling experience when we went through that stretch in the middle of the year. And I don't think our kids want to experience that again.
Now, take us back to that semifinal game. You take on a very good Blair Oaks team, defending state champion, I believe, and you win 48-43. Kind of take us through that game. Obviously, within a touchdown or less than a touchdown, it had to be very exciting.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy game. We come out, going up there. I know about Blair Oaks and the tradition that they have. Being a Valley Catholic alum, I know all about tradition. It's hard to beat teams, like that just they know they're going to win. They don't think they're going to win. They know they're going to win, and everybody in the community knows they're going to win. And it's just a mindset, and it's hard to beat a team, but it's really hard to beat a team with that kind of mindset. So, and then going up to their place, we knew that was going to be a tough atmosphere to play in, and it was, and we got out to a quick start. I think we were up 36-12 at halftime, and they got the ball to start the second half, and we told them at halftime it's going to be a huge start this third quarter, and if we could get it and score, we'd put a lot of pressure on them and feel really good about it, and that's exactly what happened. We got a stop. We ended up scoring, going up 42-12. Our 42-14. I'm sorry, and it was looking really good. We got them to a fourth down right off the bat on their next possession. Probably had them stop short of the first down. caused a fumble at the same time. Had a couple of kids that probably should have recovered the fumble, and if we can get that ball right there, we're at our own down on that play, and then went down and scored quickly. And I tell people it's crazy. That made it 42-22, and you would have thought that they just won the game. The way their crowd and the way their kids responded, it was unbelievable. I looked around at our coaches and I said, "I promise you this: they don't think this game's over." They were I mean, when they scored that touchdown, it was like they just took the lead. I mean, they went crazy, and it was still a three-score game. And the fourth quarter, we scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter and had a fumble recovery in the fourth quarter, and still almost lost that game. That's a testament to Coach LePage. It's a testament to their kids and that program. They went down fighting, and to make that game 48-43 at the end, and had the ball, in the last minute with no timeouts to try to come down and score and win it. It was an unbelievable atmosphere. I've talked to a lot of people that were at the game, and they said that it was one of the best games that they've seen ever. So I think the fans really got a treat.
Now you got Seneca coming up Friday at 11 o'clock. What do you know about the Seneca Indians, undefeated on the season?
Well, I think it's a lot what we've seen with Borgia and Blair Oaks. They're just really good, in basically every facet of the game. Really physical football team. They're time of possession is a key factor in this game, and it's going to be hard for our defense to get off the field. But I trust our guys, and I trust our coaches that we'll be able to execute and do the things we need to do to win. But it is not going to be easy because they are a physical football team, to say the least.
Again, visiting with Kory Schweiss, the Central Park Hills head football coach. And coach, as you prepare, not only are you preparing for Seneca, but you've got an atmosphere there at Furrow Field. You've got and maybe some poor weather as well. Talk about preparing your kids for walking on that field, maybe for the first time for some of them, and also the weather.
Yeah, our kids. We've got several kids on the team that have experienced some big time atmosphere as far as playing. Joe Bryant goes all over the country to play basketball. Caden Casey does the same. Jackson Jones and Casey Murphy go all over the country to play baseball. We've got some big time athletes in our school right now, so I don't think the stage is going to be too big for a lot of those guys. And I think the rest of our guys, follow their lead. So I don't anticipate the atmosphere being too big for us. I think it seems like the bigger the game, the better our kids play, and it seemed like that since these kids have been in high school. So I expect them to play their best game. The weather, early in the week, it looked like it would be probably raining during our game. The later it gets in the week, it seems like the rain keeps getting pushed forward some. So I'm hoping that the rain is over before the game starts. I think, rainy conditions will obviously probably favor Seneca just because how much we like to throw the football. But, we can't use that as an excuse. I mean, we're going to have to be able to do whatever we need to do, whether it's pouring down rain or whether it's the sun shining. So we're not going to use weather as an excuse, but I promise you, we'd rather have no rain in that football game.
What's the travel situation like? You going up Thursday night, and what time are you heading out?
Yeah, so Thursday we're gonna go around to our elementary schools and middle school and kind of do some walk through the buildings with our kids, and then we're gonna come back and have a little pep rally at the high school. They're gonna let us out of school a little early to have a little practice, and then we're gonna board the bus at 2:30. We're gonna come up Thursday evening, and probably have some pizza or something at the hotel, staying up there in Columbia, and then we'll have an early breakfast, obviously, with 11 o'clock start. We did it last week when we traveled to Blair Oaks, so a lot of it's going to be exactly the same. So our kids just kind of went through it last week, so it'll be real similar. Our local community college down here, a Mineral Area College, is letting us use their charter bus. So that's kind of been a big, we owe them a lot for that. And our community is behind. I mean, it's crazy how much the community has been supporting us, and people want to donate everything from, sock caps to coupons for restaurant. I mean, we've been getting everything. So I think the kids are super excited about about going out and playing in front of our fans, because I think our fans will travel well.
Outstanding. Well, Coach Schweiss, again, congratulations on making it to the state championship, and go out and bring home the biggest trophy. And we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Safe travels, Coach. God bless.
Yep.
You're listening to the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where, as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and, hey, be here for Christmas. Back after this.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job, so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Get a $500 cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cybercash. Visit ChevyCybercash.com today.